the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Texas A&M Aggies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison, it is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. He'll bring it out. It's Warren. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. With the catch, it's Craven. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Reed. Under fire. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Here's Julian saying to throw. Looking for a deep man. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Bringing it back. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase it, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Fires to the middle. Incomplete. And, man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Throws to the tight end. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Say it. He lets it fly. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Picks up the first down. Running free. The 30. At the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Warren. Stopped at the 17, and he's second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Running inside. It's Owens. They stop him after a 6-yard run out through the 24.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
Using his legs, it's Moore. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. Still running at the 40. There he goes to the right. The 20. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Aggie!
And the defense expecting run. A lot of guys near the line of scrimmage on 3rd and short. The problem is when you get through that first initial wave, there's not anybody back behind him, and the running back takes this thing all the way to the house. Big, explosive play for this offense.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Sayin to throw. Smith with the grab over the middle. Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
when you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Pulls it in. It's Jackson. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. To the air. It's Sayin. Working that left side now. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Throwing, say it. Looking for a huge play. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the first quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. He's got him. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Eight-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Say it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Scanning the field, it's Reed. That's caught. It's Owens. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You can really feel the momentum changing in this game now, can't you? The defense comes away with a massive takeaway deep in their own end. And here is the offense on the 3rd play of this drive, getting the first down and doing it running the football.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bullets, guys flying around, giving great effort and getting to the football, but it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position. And right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Could be an alley. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
He'll try to do it himself. Spinderella just keeps moving. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Got it in the middle. It's Craver. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Great job by the back on the option.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. The run inside. It's Jackson.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Sayin. He's going for it all. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger... Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Humming Roll on the sideline.
Guys, I caught up with Coach Elko before the game. He told me this will be one of the biggest tests all year. Of course, they want to establish their dominance, SEC over the ACC, but he's going to need the crowd noise to do it. Confusion at the line of scrimmage when the offense has the ball. He said, I want our fans amped and ready to impact this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll try the run. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. Mensah. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
It's not the end of the world. Bear with me. There is nothing worse than watching wide receivers run those little under routes, and I throw the football, and I'm 10 yards short. You got to push the ball down the field if you're going to get the first down. And guess what? You threw an interception, so be it. You made the tackle, no big deal. It's kind of like a punt.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morrill. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Aggies come to the line in the hurry-up. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. And he won't make it to the marker, stonewalled for the 2nd straight play. Going for the marker on the ground. Probably the only people upset about going for it on 4th down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Now when you've got a running back like that, he just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage situations. He comes up with a huge play there on 4th down.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Throwing Reed. Unloads to the right. Zips it out to his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before a huge gain and the 1st down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Quarterback making adjustments. Running inside. It's Owens.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him. And
there he goes. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Reed. Trying to barrel in.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Texas A&M going quickly. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down. They've already converted once on fourth down on this drive. They are unafraid. Just hammering it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
So now it's second and long. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And so far, man, everything's been difficult for this offense. And credit to the defense. They've taken away all the easy stuff. The easy perimeter throws, the quick throws. Nice job playing fast, playing physical. But this QB's got to get a little bit more in rhythm. Be a little bit more patient. Go through his progressions a little bit better. Right now, so far, it's an 0 for 4 start.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Here's Mensah to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down.
And you just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker.
Really nice job by the defense there, expecting run on that play, making the tackle, and now giving yourself a chance to get off the field.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Throwing, Mensah. Pressure coming. Going for the big play. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period, first down here. The run inside. It's Owens. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. From the gun on 3rd down, Reed. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense has it, they're on the move. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And the only time it's okay to stretch the ball out and fumble the football is on 4th down and short. It's on 4th down and goal when you have to lay out and you have to reach that football. You could tell he was trying to maybe reach that football.
Makes the grab in their space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run...
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Mensah. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Reed. He's taking the shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
It'll be 3rd and long. Here's Reed to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Got his man. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Offense staying on the field there in hurry-up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. 4th down, Reed. Now adjusting. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on 4th down.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed.
Maybe a crease. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Reed. Moving out to the right. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Reed. Shoots it to the left. Got a man, it's Craver. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great.
Breaks into the open. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Throwing Reed. Still in the pocket and fires over the middle. Makes the grab right down the middle. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
This running back is a big weapon in the passing game, and it's not just checkdowns, but he can run vertical routes. He saw it there. Nice job by the O-line, giving the QB time from the pocket to deliver that strike. But this running back is special. He's got a lot of tools in the toolbox. Really nice play design and a big-time pass and catch for this offense.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards.
Back's going for the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Aggie.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Fires one high and deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. And the Hurricanes will line up to kick off and start the second half. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Reed throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a man, it's Reed. Scrambling away. Trying to escape and get it himself. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in.
Offense still out there, lining up quickly on fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Punch it out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
The Hurricanes trying to pay off the threat on first. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
It's intercepted. They got him down quickly after the pick, but he'd already made the biggest play, and they've got it at the 38.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Looking down the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Oh, and you just feel kind of like that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. He had him open, and he just overshot it a little bit. Man, those sting.
Deadlocked here in the third quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Mensah to throw. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. It's complete. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house it, but the defense tackles him at the 3. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. Listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying play action. Buying some time. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. From inside the 15, here's the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Here's Reed to throw. Looking to scramble. On the run, deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To throw, it's Reed. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Throwing, Mensah. Bringing the heat. Chase to the right. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. 1 more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Mensah. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Trying to take it back. Past the 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The defense takes matters into its own hands. The extra point here would tie the game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. So the big turnover, the interception, setting up this offense in a tie game with a chance to drive for the go-ahead score.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Wait just a second. They're going to go for it here, and man, if they don't get it, it brings losing into the equation. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Fires left. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time, they weren't able to come up with it. Curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Floating away. This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. Third down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up fourth.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now they regain the lead.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the fourth quarter, go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
You'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. Here's Mensah to throw. Flips it out on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Throwing, Mensah. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
To the air on second down. Looking to buy time. Fires on the move. Got his man to the left. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead and do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quarterback making checks. Reed. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. To the air, it's Reed. Here's the pressure. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
Unloads to the wideout. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. A&M comes back out with another first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
Lets it fly. He's got an open man. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Throwing Reed. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. And they've got the lead in the final minute. The Aggies get it right back.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't...
Looking for a big play. And that is interception number 3 on the day.